In this week's parasha, Hashem tells Moshe Rabbeinu, "V'nasato me'hodcha olav." You shall place some of your majesty upon him. Who are we talking about today? Joshua or Yoshua. Okay? The Moshe Rabbeinu should put some of his majesty upon Yoshua. Says the Gemara, "V'lo kol hodcha." Some of your majesty, but not all your majesty. That's what the pasuk says. Then the Gemara tells us what happened at that moment. The elders of that generation, Zekanim sheba'osa adar amru, Pnei Moshe ki pnei Chama. The face of Moses was like the sun. Pnei Yeshua, like the book, right? Shlam Sefer Pnei Yeshua ki pnei Levana, but the face of Joshua is like the moon. Says the Gemara, woe for that shame, woe for that disgrace, that the next prophet was not even close to the level of Moshe Rabbeinu. That is the Gemara. The kasha is, what do you mean? If it was so obvious that Yoshua was on a much lower level than Moshe Rabbeinu, so why was it only the Zekanim that made this comment and they contrasted Moshe Rabbeinu to Yoshua? Everybody could have made that, but it seems from the Gemara that only the Zekanim made that statement. Says the Vilna Gaon as follows: only the Zekanim could make that statement. The elders can make that statement because the younger people could say to themselves, "You know what? I'm not going to say anything." You know why Moshe is much greater than Yoshua? Because Moshe Rabbeinu is much older than Yoshua. See, he's dying, and the new one is coming in. Okay, but really, when if you give him a few more years, Yoshua will be just as great as Moshe is now. But the Zekanim, the people who were younger, who were around when Moshe Rabbeinu was young, they could testify and say, no, Moshe Rabbeinu is much greater than Yoshua, not because of his age, but because I remember when he was a kid, he was already a child prodigy. He was already so great, even as a kid. And that's why it's the Zekanim who could make that statement and not anybody else. And Shabbat Shalom.